Toucan Play That Game is proudly sponsored by NiceGameShop.com, the place to go for rare and unusual Asian games. Hi, I'm Michael and welcome to this paid preview of Galactic Warlords Battle for Dominion. Designed by Babis Januos and published by Archona Games. A card-driven game where each player is a warlord using mercenaries to gain assets, allowing them to scout out new planets, control planets, bombard enemy forces, or assassinate foes, all in a bid for galactic domination represented by points. The player's turn revolves around the cards in their hand, mercenaries and faction cards. Each turn they can play a faction card and must play a mercenary, giving them the assets on the bottom of the card which they add to their player board. When placing your mercenary, you place it next to your existing mercenaries, and if you match the colour and symbol, may place a guard on it, protecting those cards from assassinations. Match the same colour twice and you get a bonus action too. This mercenary also allows them to perform the actions shown on the left of the card, which could be bombard, move a troop from your base to your mission space to move an enemy from a planet to its medical bay. Assassinate, again, moving a troop to the mission space, but this time dealing a wound to an enemy mercenary, meaning that they won't score at the end of the game. Or removing a guard from an opponent's cards. Recon, revealing an adjacent sector's planets and placing a troop on one of them. Support, moving a troop to mission in order to draw a faction card. Subterfuge, again, moving a troop to mission, but this time allowing you to swap a card with an opponent or use the action often of an opponent's card. Or deploy, placing up to 3 troops onto an adjacent planet, which, if controlled by another player, is an invasion. This battle devastates the planet, making it worth less endgame points. If the defender is outnumbered, they can call a single troop as reinforcements from their guards, or using support cards. Both players then roll dice, and for each hit they roll, an opposing unit is sent to its medbay. Keep doing this until either the invader retreats, or there's just one player left on the planet. Then, for invading, you move up the reputation track, which can give you points and other bonuses. You also move up this if you do the action above the track space you are on. Then, to finish your turn, you hire a new mercenary into your hand, either taking one from the market and then replacing it, or drawing one from the top of the deck and replacing all the cards in the market. The game ends when either there are no more mercenaries left to hire, a player has 4 mercenaries with the same colour mission, or a player reached the end of the reputation track. At the end of the game, each player's mercenaries score points for each planet you control matching its mission at the top of the card. Also for having the most troops on planets of each colour, and completed missions. Then whoever has the most points wins. As a prototype, these components are not final, and also some of the art is still to be finalised as well. Instead of standees, there'll be miniatures designed by the Miko, who also has done all the art in the game, and sculpted by Francesco Uru. I really like the mercenary market in this and how it functions different to most games. Do you take the card you can see, or gamble on a better card, but also risk giving your opponents better cards? Also, the reputation track is really nicely done so that you don't have to use combat to move along it, but it's usually the quickest way. However, you don't have to focus on this at all because there are multiple paths towards getting points and ending the game, giving lots of choice. Assassinations Guards are also a really nice addition to the game as it gives you so much to consider when choosing your mercenaries. Do you pick it for the assets, the actions, its missions, or to match the colour and place a guard? All of these choices and things to consider mean that this is obviously a very strategic game. But there are elements of luck in the game too, however, they are often optional, such as rolling the dice when invading, as you can choose to use more troops and match mission colours to the target planets in order to roll more dice. This is a light game that will be easy for gamers to pick up and play, There is also a lot of replay value due to the random order that the mercenaries will come out, the position that the planets will be in, and especially because of the missions. The variation this introduces on which sectors and planets you want to control is great. It also means that some games will be very confrontational as you fight for control of the same territories, while others less so. Two can play this game, and there are variants that allow it to be played with more players by increasing the number of cards. However, it is worth being aware that at 4 players this becomes a team game. In summary, this game will appeal to people wanting a light strategic game with lots of factors to consider and a thematic sci-fi experience that feels a bit like a quick-fire war game. So that is Galactic Warlords Battle for Dominion. I do hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you have, please do check out the rest of the videos on the channel as well as subscribing and sharing. And as always, thanks for watching and bye for now.